And you have been told to simplify an expression here. We shall all do the question, then get the answer. And the expression reads m plus 5n, this is squared, then plus m minus 5n, and this is squared. You've been told that this is supposed to be over, so simplify, that is the question. And this is supposed to be over 3m squared plus 75 n squared. And definitely we can decide to actually have the lower part of this expression getting simplified and see what you can be able to get as the answer. If you look at this expression, it reads m plus 5n squared plus m minus 5n squared. Let's try to simplify the one below it. It can translate into 3 into m squared plus 25 n squared. So this is the denominator. And this can further get simplified into 3 into the square root of m squared is m, square root of 25 is 5. What am I doing here? If an expression, a quadratic expression, has only two parts and you want to simplify that expression, it is advisable that you write that expression in the form a plus b, then a minus b. That is the third quadratic identity in as far as quadratic expressions are concerned. So whenever you find an expression having only two parts and you want to simplify that expression, try writing that expression in the form a plus b, a minus b, the third quadratic identity. And in this case, for you to write that expression in that format, what are you supposed to do? Try getting the square root of the parts making up that expression. So the square root of m squared is m. I first looked for the common divisor, and I got 3 as the common divisor. So if I put 3 outside, I'll be left with m squared. If I put 3 outside, and of course 3 into 75, that is 25. So I'll be left with 25n squared. So I'll come and write down that expression in that manner that I've just given you here. So the square root of m squared is m, plus the square root of 25 is 5, square root of n squared is n. Then I'll write again and have m minus 5n. Great. So then I'll literally have this as the final expression for me to even present. So I'll come down and be able to write the numerator m plus 5n, okay, and m plus 5n. Why am I doing this? Because m plus 5n squared is the same as m plus 5n multiplied by m plus 5n. Then I'll say plus, I'll come here and have m minus 5n, and again m minus 5n, because m minus 5n squared is the same as m minus 5n, m minus 5n. And this is going to be over 3 into m plus 5n, then m minus 5n. So we will look for whatever is common, then we cancel it out. Very correct. So that this and this will disappear, and this and this will disappear. We shall be left with m plus 5n, m minus 5n, and this can be able to get divided by number 3. So this still keeps its aspect of a plus b, a minus b. You can open that and have, of course, a final expression of what you need to have, which is going to be m squared, okay, minus 25n squared, and this is going to be over 3. Because this is a plus b, a minus b. To take it back to its original form as the third quadratic identity in terms of expressions, you just square this, you write your answer, square this, write your answer. So m squared, 5 squared, 25, n squared over 3. And that can become your final answer for that question.